So, traveling, you walk up to Abyssal Angel. The Gold Goblin that stood outside, this 6-foot Gold Goblin, is now a succubus. Greatly detailed. Do you remember what was odd about this goblin the last time you were here?
I do. It was painted gold.
It was painted gold.
That's how I know.
You know, check this statue out. See if it's painted gold.
No.
Just want to make sure. You walk in, the building's been repainted this very dark vermilion red color. The inside reminds you of when you were at the Silken Bell. It smells wonderful inside.
Is that the brothel?
That was the big brothel that he'd been to. And at the door is a very attractive woman, and she's got like a fake set of horns on, almost like the way all the barmaids were set up at the gambling tournament. Almost like this place is now permanently looking like that as you walk in.
Okay.
And where there was hardly any people in here any other time you came in here, like when after, even before and after, this place is pretty packed now.
Oh, she may have.
She's turned it around quite a bit. And when you walk in, like I said, the bodyguards are dressed just the same way. It's almost like you were there when she said how much she had loved the idea of this place.
Yeah.
Well, he had told you that. And she has took that idea and turned it into this place now.
Yeah.
And like I said, there was like a handful of people any other time you'd been here besides the tournament. This place is loaded.
Okay. Now listen, I got to keep track of time of day, so when it starts to turn night, I got to go back to talk to Crow. So you just let me know whenever I got to start.
I didn't say you had to do that.
Oh, I know. I want to.
You want to.
Yeah, so just let me know whenever it starts to become dusk and I start making my way over.
So, you walk into this place and, oddly enough, you see a face you've seen in this place before. Just once.
Who's that?
Running from perch to perch is a grumpy imp.
Oh, is it Old Scratch?
Old Scratch. And he is in, anybody speak Fertile?
Nope.
No one? No.
I don't think I do. Let me see.
Abyssal.
Nope.
Abyssal.
Draconic?
He's in it. It's Abyssal.
Yeah.
And just screaming at the top of his lungs, just like pointing at, people here. Some people seem a little scared. Other people laugh. Some of them we point back at him and scream and cuss him. And as you know before, that just seemed to be the gimmick with the tournament, and it's still a gimmick that is stuck with us now.
He's caged?
No.
Oh, he's out.
He's flying around.
Okay.
And you can
Like
tell
over
he's got
where?
like posts and stuff hanging from the wall. No, at that there are still curtains above that place. Like you still cannot see them up there, but he's got perches and outside where he is flying around, screaming profanities at people. You also notice that a lot of the bigger games from the tournament are now like permanently here. Like people are playing the ghoul game. Remember the ghoul was insulting people based on what they look like and stuff, like the roulette game. That's still here. All them the big games that were based in the Cheat the Devil Take His Gold tournament are now like permanent fixtures here, and every one of them are just packed to the gills.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do?
I just kind of want to see what it was, what it turned into.
It's turned into something big now. You gotta think, you've been gone a month now.
God, what was that? Was that girl's name Rachel? Or...
Mm.
I can't remember. I can't remember what that girl's name.
know. I don't know what to tell you if you can't remember.
I do.
I don't know what to tell you there, buddy. What are you gonna do?
I'll just ask one of the guards. I'll say, man, I've been gone for a month or a little bit longer, maybe even that. Who runs this now?
He tells you, Lady Rowan, ruler of the 72 layer of the Abyss. And when he says it, like he's kind of rolling his eyes, but he's trying to be serious.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the reason I'm getting Rachel, I guess. The R.
Yeah, Rowan.
what happened to Saul used to own this? I guess he sold out, huh?
They actually came to an agreement. It was a joint partner.
Saul's here?
Yes, Prince Saul, ruler of the 32 millionth layer of hell. And he's doing this. Like, it's just so stupid to see this shit.
Where's Saul at, man? He was one of my friends.
In the bar.
I'm gonna head over.
He's gonna head to the bar. What are you doing?
Along with him.
And you walk to the bar, you walk through the gambling hall. Like I said, this place is just legit. You, back in your gambling days, have been to the Free Coin District, and that's where the biggest gambling halls are. And you get this and say, man, this rivals those.
Yep.
Like, it is as big as those are now. Walk in, and there at the bar, just having a drink with some of the customers, is Saul, and he's got like these great big ram horns and stuff on, and looks a little taller than what he is. But his key is now like this wicked, like, trident and stuff. He's got it replaced and crap. And as he sees you, he kind of looks at you funny. And then he's like, Oronok! I see you've got finer threads, fellow. And you go like extend your hand, and he gives you a hug.
All right. Hey.
He's very excited to see you.
Brothers don't shake hands.
Yeah. Now you gonna tell him bros before hoes since this chick helped him reopen this place?
No. I'll tell
looking at you, he remembers you guys. He extends his hands. Welcome, welcome. Tells you, get the bartender's like, get these guys a drink.
I'll tell him I'm actually very happy you decided to stay. I'm glad you were able to work something out.
You opened my eyes to a lot of things, and when I mentioned it to her, she thought it was a great idea to keep me around, and she owns a place, but I run it. And he's like, you could have not opened my eyes anymore. Thank you.
I'm very, very glad you decided to stay. So
please, tell me of your adventure to Corvosa. You seem like a different man.
Oh, things have been going very well for me.
Obviously. You're dressed quite nicely. From rags to riches.
Yeah, it's
like myself.
Seems that way, yeah.
You're sitting there, you kind of notice he's walking on stilts that make him like a foot taller,
Yeah.
but they're come down, they're like hooves.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell he really likes the way this place looks.
Well, that was his big idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was his, this idea was his trying to get back, you know, and then now it's a big success.
He's like, well, let's go to my private quarters and just talk so we don't have to worry about the crowd. He, tells the bartender, bring some food up to the room.
Okay.
You guys leave, you walk through the kitchen, upstairs, you guys have been this way before, to his private quarters, and says, opens it, waves at the, his liquor bar there, and serve yourselves if you want anything. We'll feed food up short.
I'll look for the stuff I was drinking before, because that was good.
He's got it. Or he just had that one bottle that he was like, say for a special. He's got a couple sitting in this rack now.
I'll take, you mind? The good stuff?
Anything for a friend.
I'll pour somebody. That was good.
You pour these guys a glass?
I think, and I'll
this stuff is wicked strong.
I'll make you out of the glass.
So you're gonna sit there and he'll ask you, how things have gone. You guys look, great. Kind of looking at you a bit strange because you've changed so much.
I don't have no hair, got
you
chain
don't have
shirt
no
on,
paint. Yeah, you mean,
scars all over my arms.
you look,
I went from a brunch cut, you'll actually kind of intimidating.
You kind of still look the same, but you guys look different too.
Yeah.
For better and
Yeah,
for
that's what I was gonna say.
better and for worse. It's like you switch.
Whenever I see him, kind of look at him, I'll say, "We've had our good times and bad times."
So please tell me. Where is the funny orc at?
I haven't seen him around town yet. I'm probably running into him later tonight.
Your lady friend's not here.
That was.
Yeah, your other friends aren't here. I think you're 4 people short now.
Yeah, well.
Here,
I'll say, we ran into some some trouble on the seas. Yeah. Some of us didn't make it. Some of us did.
As long as you're here,
Thanks.
it's all that matters to me.
Are you so glad Saul stayed, dude?
He is so excited to see you.
I'll keep going. I'll tell him about how he just been kind of working, like, just drop off this package for me, you know, like little jobs like that. I'm just wanting to do something more than that, you know?
Well, he tells you, well, he's kind of looking at these two, like,
I'll nod. I actually trust them.
okay. He's like, well, you've opened my eyes to a lot, and you're right. I need to take this place back.
Oh, so it could be yours.
I've spoke with Rowan about my life, what has happened. I don't know if you've heard since you've been gone, but there's been like inner city fighting going on.
They were telling me.
It's almost like Cromartie has lost a hold, but the thing is, it's none of his dealings. That it's like there's a new power coming into the city.
New play, huh?
And that worries me because I love this city. I grew up in this city. This was my city. With you, my friend, we are going to make it my city once more.
I told you before, I'll tell you again, I will back you.
He's like, well, it's like, we need to make a plan. He's like, the enemy, my enemies, my friends. And he's like, me and Rowan have some ideas. He's like, but.
And see, you know what I've talked to you about, but it wasn't a good time, and I never talked to the High Father about that.
Yeah. Like, so, me and her have kind of schemed around, and you seem to have your own muscle around, and hopefully your other friends are in good health. Maybe they can help. I'm curious do you have any ideas of where to start?
Do you have any idea who the new player could be in town?
No clue. But here's the thing, obviously there's more than one.
Yeah.
Two different types of gear have been found. Most of the bodies are, I would say, dressed like your friend here. Excuse me, I'm horrible with your name. Please forgive me. Sorry. But kind of like your friend here, lightly armored, scrawny, quick on their feet.
I'll mention that we've actually ran into some people like that.
Have you?
Down by the docks.
Yeah.
Oh, was that
Yeah,
here?
that was-
Yeah.
Was that here in town or was that?
That was here in town.
What's that? Oh,
Yeah, that was here in town.
well, would I pull them off when I jerk them off?
Yeah, when you jerk the guys off.
He's very good with them. He knows exactly what they like.
Yeah. He likes to use his feet.
Yeah.
And they're into it. Whatever. I'm not judging.
A couple of the other guys have wore cloaks.
Okay.
Which was strange. They carried sleeping gas with them.
Okay.
It's kind of caused a lot of people concern. And then two of the other guys are obviously magic users. They've been found with spell books, swords.
Are they the cloak ones?
No, they've only come across two of these so far.
Okay.
And it's weird because we were talking about just kind of overthrown Cromartie. Now there's like 3 different other people running around, and said the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And what me and her have been talking about is, who do you trust?
Good question.
Because there's very few of us. And if I can count you and your friends,
I'm in.
that's not much more.
I know. I'm in.
Cromartie has he has his crime lords that help him. You gotta think, and then one of them runs the city guard, the Grenardsmen, or whatever you want to call it, the gentlemen at arms.
Yeah.
And then you've got Croat and his men. And then he also has, I don't remember that dude's name. He's a thief. See if I can find him real quick. He's also got Clegg Zincher, who runs the arena. And Split Hog Popper, which no one knows who he looks like. He's a master of disguise.
I'll say Crow. He's a leader.
Croat used to be one of my men.
He did. Did he turn his back on you, or can you still count on him?
No.
You cannot count on him?
He got to, the wealth got to his head.
I met Croak today.
Really?
When I first came into this town, some of his boys sent me.
As you two, it seems that this city changes people. And Crow used to not always do that. People feared Crow. Crow used muscle and fear to get what he needed, and now he's a man of words. And he's grown very accustomed to the lavish lifestyle.
He looked it.
He kind of overlooks you.
It is addicting.
The money and the drugs changed him quite a bit. And that's how Cromarty got him from me.
Usually it's an addiction.
Just power.
Yeah.
In general.
Weak-willed.
The Zincher was always a angry man as it was. He beat him, whatever could promise him more money himself, more exotic beast for the arena, obviously was going to draw him in.
Yeah.
Trusting him, I'm not so sure about.
Do you know of anybody that you used to deal with that you would say?
I don't know. I can't say any of them, honestly.
So we need.
Because he brought in, find his name real quick. Anton Mischer was brought in underneath him, and he runs the Gentleman at Arms. So that's literally his right-hand man.
But if you look towards help towards one of these other three factions.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, who to trust.
Can you give me a couple of days? Also,
He'll have to give you a couple days. You've been gone over a month.
yeah, but now I'm back. I'll say Croak wants to meet with me tonight. Do you want me to see what he's involved in?
Well, I know what he's involved in. It's what he's been involved in since I brought him underneath my wing. He runs the drugs in town.
Well, if there's no reason to.
When I read everything, Crow ran the drug business. Drug business always brings in everybody else. Zincher moves creatures in and out of the city, which also moves drugs out of the city. Going in and out of the docks, going south towards Magnemar, Corvosa, Sandpoint. Split Hog was always the guy that I liked the most. I don't know if I felt towards him like I feel towards you. To know if I could trust him, I feel that I could, but he's a very man shrouded in mystery.
Hard to get a hold of, and
every time I seen him, he wore a different face. We had this code where I knew that it was him. To find him, though, would be extremely hard. It'd be difficult.
And so he changed himself.
Well, he was always a man of constant change. Like one day he may walk in looking like a human woman, and the next day he would be like a male elf. He was a master of disguise to the highest degree.
Well, I'm grown.
I was shocked about.
I didn't say that out loud. It just kind of reminded me because he has that mask.
So it's more of found in allies. Now, if you're meeting with Croat, we could possibly use that to our advantage.
That's what I was wondering.
What do you think he needs from you?
I have no idea. All I know is whenever I first came into town, that's how I even stumbled into this group. As I was
He
passing
sent you to
tests.
Pearson.
Yeah, he sent me to Pearson.
Who sent you to Pearson?
A father figure.
A father figure. He kind of looks at you funny. What about you? Obviously, you all work for Pearson. It makes sense to me now. I've hired people from Pearson. I hired apparently you guys from Pearson. Who sent you to Pearson?
I mean,
We need connections.
so not many people can see Pearson for who he is, and I did.
He looks at you funny. What?
It's hard to explain.
We're
The way you run,
we're amongst friends.
Yes.
I take it.
I
Gentlemen.
say the way he runs his bar. There was some trouble that went down, and 2 guys lost their life in a matter of seconds, and I was the only one quick enough to see it. And Pearson saw that I was skilled, brought him in.
Well, then you should take that as a compliment that he would see such a thing in you. Pearson is quite the man.
I fear him.
You have all right to. I fear Pearson. And for me to be scared says quite a bit. So, who sent you there? Do you trust me?
I do, honestly.
Do y'all trust him?
Me?
Oh yes, just right here.
So, why? I give you my word, you have nothing to fear from me. Your secrets are my secrets. If we want to do this, we have to trust each other. Now think about this. He wants to help Saul take over the city. I'm not saying that you guys want to help Saul take over the city.
But
here's the thing, he's brought you guys into this fold and you guys didn't know he was talking to Saul about this. And now all of a sudden, here, this is thrown right in your laps unexpectedly.
When I wake up from a cave, I wake up from a cave with purpose.
With purpose, right?
I'm leading. I'm following. I'm helping him achieve whatever he needs to achieve. Because we got an agreement.
So if he has my back, what you're saying is you have my back.
As long as he's here, I got your back.
So, who sent you to Pearson?
I sent myself.
How? He kind of, like, you gave him, you see he's able to take it back like you yourself. Like, almost like what you just said is impossible to him.
I say I noticed a lot of things on the night of one of their meetings. I just put all the clues together and
He kind of showed up.
I got in. Pearson kind of talked to me and got in.
So what you're saying is Pearson
He used me.
used you. Sounds right. So, who sent you to Pearson, this fatherly figure?
I was still trying not to tell him everything.
Yeah.
Not telling him everything.
Well, I'm not saying that you lied to him.
No, I didn't lie to
But
him.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
He's trying to be open with you guys, and he can already tell that, okay, you guys aren't telling me things. Now, Wes, here it is. Are you going to lie to him? Or are you going to be honest with him?
Well, I haven't really lied to
I
him.
know, but I'm saying, he's asking you to be honest with him now. You can, hey, isn't that what it's been coming to last couple of sessions? Now, here's the thing. Your lie is his lie. Because you're both in this together.
Yep.
Now,
I'll look at you. How about this, Saul? Let's break for today. I got some people I think I can talk to and bring into this that I really trust. We talk to them. The people that they may not want to be known by anything that could be coming. They just like to be left alone. If they're on board, I think it'll bring a lot to the table.
I'm assuming you're looking at him the entire time he's saying this, like looking at him.
Yeah, exactly what I'm doing.
Do you look at him like, what the hell, or?
I'm just looking. Give me 2 days. I'll be back with you in 2 days, and I can tell you if I have more people. And if not, I'll try to recruit a different group.
All right, fair enough. With these people trying to make a power play, what do you think of this? Because obviously I'm gathering you people, you two know something. And I will put my full trust in you. But here's the thing. I can't put my trust in you unless you're going to be honest with me. But I feel that I can because you know him. Now, to the next order of business, these 3 people making power plays. What is your take on this? Who do you think we can trust from these guys?
Right back into play.
Well, it's not like he knows.
I know. I thought I curved it for a minute.
No, you didn't curve nothing. He's assuming, okay, well, you know some people. That's cool, but you guys had said, we'll talk about bringing one of these guys in. You don't tell him that, hey, them guys are a cult that we're in. So he doesn't know that. So it is his big thing to get some of these guys' good side.
That's exactly what I want to do, honestly. I want to bring these 2 together.
What to? Saul and your cult?
Yeah. It's like did me and you talk about that, or did all 3 of us?
All 3 of us.
Where I wanted to make them basically the guards.
Okay, so what about? Okay, obviously you're going to try to steer away from the cult side of these 3 guys. Okay, you try to bring the conversation in towards the other 2. Which more 2 would you lean towards?
Being the strongest or the weakest?
I mean, of the 2 groups, which seems like you would be too? I mean, he's
likely
to join you, yes. Because, okay, for one, you know that you've already encountered one of them.
Yeah.
You've fought them.
The rogues.
These
the
rogues.
roguish type of people.
Yes, rogues. For purposes now, rogues. And then he told you that there's, we'll just say wizards, to put it in an easier term. Oh, fuck, I just wrote that tattoo on the chair. Oh, and then these wizards, which you have...
Anything outstanding about them wizards? Did they...
Wizards that carried swords. Learning about magic, especially you, when have you ever heard about wizards carrying swords?
I do.
Is that what you're going to say?
I'll tell him I've been dabbling in both. Magic and I'll... That's my spear.
That's not
well,
a sword.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon for wizards to use spears.
That's true.
But a wizard carrying a sword.
Do they have any marks? Do they have anything that made them stand out?
No.
Okay.
But curiously enough, there were parts of their body that were covered in ash. And some people said the ash had a faint magical aura to it.
Ash. That's weird. Nothing we ran across. I mean,
Not in our travels.
No.
there's nothing I can think of either.
So no symbols were worn by these.
None that could be
Wizards?
known, no. But they were all dressed almost like military-like.
Magic, very powerful.
True.
I mean, you can solve a lot of situations with magic, so they may have the upper hand.
So
Any magic
would you
users.
say that magic would be what we need to lean towards?
That's what I rely on, and I've done pretty well so far for myself. Maybe a good mixture. I mean, of people that use magic and mixed in with people that are more melee oriented.
He's gonna look at you when he says that.
I mean, like our group here.
We need to take out their source, their most powerful magic user.
Who's the most powerful magic user?
We have to find out.
Okay, wait. You're saying join forces with those guys.
I'm saying they are. I don't want to say join forces because I want to join forces with the cult.
Okay, yeah, I understand that, but see, you're veering from that, but you're talking about this. So
He's trying to ask, should we join forces with...
all three of them is what I'm saying. He's wondering which of the three, but obviously you two are veering away from, like, let's not use the guys in the cloaks. Is what I'm saying, because you've already know that you're trying to book that anyways.
Yeah. So he's asking of the other two.
Yeah, because obviously in this conversation, yeah, you're saying, we don't want those guys. That just seems too odd, yeah. Fucking weirdos.
I mean, who uses...
Yeah.
Who wants to be in guys and who wants to wear a cloak?
Yeah,
Who wants to be creepy?
guys.
You're like rubbing your backpack. So, which of these two should we go for? So who do we go for?
Well, I myself ran into the roguish characters and we took them out. So I mean,
You don't think they'd join you?
I don't know if they would join. I mean, I don't know if we can rely on them.
What says you? Guy who jerked them off.
Did you just turn Indian? Like the Indian, not the not Indian?
Guy who jerked them off. That is your
We
spirit.
need to, if we had to ally with one, ally with the magic users. You only need so many people that have stealth skills, and you're looking at him.
He's pretty confident.
You would know, because you didn't even know he was there.
There's only one guy that can catch me.
That's a good one. He had this there was like notes going on right here. You never see him. See how stealthy he was?
Mm-hmm.
So only one guy can spot me and it's Deadeye Pearson.
Very true. Well, did you think you forgot about the nomads? You found some pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I've gained skill since then.
It's true. What say you, Garrett?
You remember your name?
Yeah.
Well, this conversation's been going on for hours now, so he's come to know Lanley and Garrett. Or do you just go by Lee to him? Because you've been going by Lee forever.
I'd call you Lee.
Yeah, I'm
Because
probably,
no one has
introduced you
called
as
you
Lee.
Lanley in a
I'll
while.
probably go by Lee.
You've left the Lanley person behind and became Lee. Man who jerks guys off.
I am not saying anything, but I'm also keeping my drinking slower than before. I'm not saying anything to them.
Yeah,
it hits hard.
Good point. This stuff is pretty good. Would you just keep drinking it?
If I didn't know no better, I
It's
probably would.
wonderful.
Yes, it is wonderful.
Yeah.
Probably not since we're talking about this. It's kind of keep my head clear.
Roll me fortune take.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna say you guys have been talking about this for...
The 19.
Okay. You're good, roll me another one. You still need to roll me one, so you know. You're good drinking it.
A7.
Okay.
A 20.
You're good.
21.
Okay, you're good.
I rolled a 1 on that.
Well, you've been drinking slow.
Oh, I'm fairly slow. Yeah.
You're sickened. That's -2 on everything.
Can't handle it.
This is some very potent stuff.
I don't know if I realize.
So,
I'll tell you.
that was 2 hours.
I'll say you slow down a little bit.
So if you're here another hour, you're gonna drink some more of this. Unless you decide, like, man, this is good and you want to keep
Well, he's going
drinking.
to tell me this.
Yeah, I'm going to say you
Because they
slow
can
down.
see now, Saul has a good laugh about that because he's been sipping it. You've learned from your last time to sip it.
You don't guzzle this. You sip it.
You're pretty much a serious person in the group. Yeah, I can see where he would slow
Remember
down.
that time that I was really hammered?
Yeah, before you left out.
Yeah.
That's what I was drinking.
That's what he was drinking. That's
Oh.
very, very true. So yeah, for the next 5 hours, you're like this.
Yeah.
Wow, that's potent stuff.
It's good.
So he doesn't want to hold you over late because your meeting with Croat's coming up. It's getting dusk outside, so you're gonna see what you can't find on Croat.
Yeah.
You've got friends that you think might help.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe
I'm
we can.
almost positive we can count the orc that traveled with me in, but I mean that's just one person, and we may have others. And like I said, if you will have me back in 2 days.
Okay. And then we'll try to seek out these magic users and maybe try to negotiate with them.
Sounds good for now.
Okay.
Start anyway.
Gets up and see you guys at the door. Walks through the bar. You've been here like 2-3 hours now.
Yeah.
And you leave, shake your hand, gives you a big hug.
I'll tell him again. I am very happy you stayed.
And more time to tell you, I cannot thank you enough for opening my eyes to this whole situation.
I mean, louder noise than I expected. You know, he comes in to give me that hug as we're leaving. I'm gonna whisper in his ear. What's that code word? For what was it, split hog? Split hog. What if I find you free?
You'll never find that.
Okay. Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, I think you hadn't seen this man in like 10 years.
Alright.
Because I think he's been out of power and he's never come in contact with him.
He knows.
Yeah.
Very true.